Hey bourbon and sports fans, welcome to House Bourbon Top 10 Whiskies of 2024. So I've been wondering how best to do this without getting absolutely shit-faced and at the end of it being incoherent and not being able to pick anything from anything else. So what I'm going to do is, like NCAA, I'm going to committee of one and I'm going to pick some seeds, and those guys are going to get a direct pass into the final. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to pick wildcards and we're going to pick guys, just carry on through. Okay, so I'm going to have 7 of these bottles that are going to go straight through to the finals, and the other 8 are going to vie for the last 3, maybe 4 positions. Will have to depend how they go, but number 1 seed is undoubtedly King of Kentucky. Coming in at an absolutely humongous 16 years, 134.1 proof. Its whiskey going straight through is Russell's Reserve 15, coming from the great Russell's family over in Wild Turkey. Third one going through is Coy Hill, Tennessee underdog, fighting with the big boys from Kentucky. Who do you think is going to be number 4? Comment below. And it's Old Fitz 13, very, very special. Might be tough to hang in a blind at 100 proof, but got that dusty note. So honestly, those were the easy ones. Then it starts to get a bit harder to pick what should go in, what should go out. But here we are. Coming out of nowhere from the great state of Virginia via Kentucky, Abraham Bourbon, limited release, limited edition, special whatever, 2024, absolute flavor bomb. Gonna be a big one. Don't call it a comeback, he's been here for years. George T. Stagg, 2024, better than last year, let's see where he ends up. And the last seed going on through, kicked a few bottles out, E.H. Taylor, barrel proof, bourbon. Batch 13. This thing's delicious, kicked out its cousin, the old barrel proof rye, and some other big names. So what are the bottles remaining that I'll be trying for the last few spots? So these last 8 bourbons and ryes will be fighting for the last 3 spots, maybe 4, we'll see. And the wild cards are Heaven Hill 18, Buckner's 17, Booker's the Reserve, Disco 12, Bardstown Bourbon Law, President's Choice, Jack Daniel's Heroes Rye, and Old Rip Van Winkle. And a last minute addition, because just how well it's opened up, E.H. Taylor Rye. Now the few in there that may surprise everybody, especially the JD's Rye, and that Bourbon Law is a banger. So let's see where they end up. Okay, so to cut the number of blinds I have to do down even further, I decided to do these last night, a bit of a blind side by side, just to see which one of the Bardstowns goes through. Now this is a very difficult situation, so I think wherever the other Bardstown ends up, you can imagine that the other guy would have been right behind him. But still, I just didn't want to have 2 Bardstowns in. But the Bourbon Law is just, it's very flavorful and it's just unique, right? But it does taste a little bit younger, and Disco 12 just seems to be a little bit more put together. Definitely tastes older. Maybe, you know, sort of, you could say high quality stuff. You know, this is 14-year Turkey and you know, possibly Heaven Hill. And this has got a lot of their own stuff from Green River and Bardstown Bourbon Company, but it's so flavorful and good, and it's really exciting for the future. So, which one's going through? Boom, Disco 12. So here is the wildcard lineup. 3 of these bottles will be going forward and becoming part of my top 10. The rest will be the rest, I guess. All great bottles. Now, don't get me wrong, all of these are fantastic, but let's put them into a blind and see which 3 come out on top. Okay, so here we are. Got to pick 3 out of this 8. 2, 4, 6, 7. 3 out of 7. We dropped one with the Bardstown playoff just before, so let's go through and give these a go. Oh, all of these are great. So all of these are great. These are my top, 3 go through. That leaves another 4, 5 counting. So these are my top 15 for sure. Man, it's really nice sweet nose. Delicious. That's such an easy, nice drink of that one. Just caramels and delicious. We're gonna power through these. We haven't got time to fuck around.
Say what?
A little bit more rice spice on this guy. Ooh. She's got a bit of nut.
That's what she said.
It's got a bit of nut in that, a lot more flavour. That's really good in the mouthfeel.
That's what she said.
It's really thick. That's a thick one.
That's what she said.
Okay. Let's try this guy. I might slow some down, speed it up, we'll see how it goes. So far we've got this thing here that's just a sweet caramel deliciousness. This one's got a nice oily mouthfeel and a little bit more spice and hit to it. This one is somewhere in the middle, still really, really good. Just got a bit of a funk to it as well, which is really nice. This guy, whoa, this one smells quite different. I think I know what that one is. But that one's got a bit of a kick to it. Delicious, really nice. Maybe doesn't drink as special as the other ones when you put it in this lineup, but still, it's really, really good. This one's quite different too. A couple of ryes in here. A couple of ryes. That is probably one of them. I think that's got a lot of rice spice on that guy. It's really good though. Be surprising if that is the one I think it is, because it is. Like I say, there's only 2 ryes in there. I think I can pick them out because they're quite a bit different than the other ones. But one of them, the E.H. Taylor, was the last minute entry, because it just seemed to get better and better. First time I drank it, wasn't very impressed at all. Second time, a little bit, and then it just kept getting better and better. And they have got better even again. Oh, that one's good. That one's really good. That one just is so... Like I've always said, when I say smooth, I don't say... It's got nothing to do about how easy it drinks or how hot it is. It's just, as the flavors sort of go down my throat, there's no spikiness. It's just a smooth coating, smoothly coats the inside, and that one's got it all day. And then the lucky last one in the middle. Ooh. That one's got some fucking... It's got some flavour. Got some oak. Okay. I'm gonna fast forward, go back through, have a water, take my time, and we'll come back to it. Okay, so here are the results. First, a couple of really honourable mentions. The first is one of my favourites, Barrel King. Barrel King. Like, this American light whiskey is ridiculous. It is better than the Penelope one, 17 years. Okay, this was expensive because of the $3.75, but For about 125 bucks, 135 bucks a month, you get these sort of bangers. This is from the Average Drinker. This is their pick. This is ridiculously good. This is a rye and it tastes just like you said, a juicy fruit sour. So Barrel King. The other honorable mention I'd like to mention is President's Choice. I managed to get a bunch of these this year, and although they're good, the only one I had open was this 10, and it's probably the least good out of the 3 that I've got. I've got an 11 and I've got a 12, and I know they're both much better than this, but so it was a little bit, it was hard not putting this guy in, but there we go. Honorable mention, some fantastic stuff there from Old Forester. So coming in at number 14 on the list is E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Rye. So this has just been getting better and better and better. Like the first time I tried it, I wouldn't have even made this list. Second time, thinking about it. Third time, it needed to be put in. So a last minute entry, and maybe it just keeps opening up. But he is number 14. Next one is a bit of a shocker. Well, not really. The Old Ripster. Classic bottle here, just a weeder, which fantastic weeder, one of the best weeders you can get, but I'm not really big on weeders. You gotta be pretty special for a weeder to really impress me, but that one does. It's so you could taste. I sort of could pick it because it was so well put together and delicious, and just smooth and easy drinking, and not particularly exciting, let's say, but it's a hell of a drink. Next one, oh man, this one hurts a bit. I'd hope this had done better, but Barrel Proof Jack Daniel's Heroes Barrel Proof Rye. Good thing about this is it's 79 bucks. It's somewhat available if you can get it on base. If you see it, pick it up. And even if you see the normal Jack Daniel's, this is only a little bit better than the normal Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye, so I put this one in instead of the Barrel Proof Rye because it is that little bit better. But okay, and the last one that didn't make our list is Bardstown Disco 12. So Disco 12, this is fantastic, and like I say, the Bourbon Law one probably would come in around the same area. Fantastic pour. Not available anymore, but it was for a while, so if you missed out, you missed out. So those are the ones that didn't make it. Let's see what order the 3 that are left that did make it. Okay, so the 3 that will be going into my top 10 blind are, we'll start at the top. Might as well start at the top. So seed number 8, I suppose, is Heaven Hill 18. This is a fantastic one. This is one that was hard not to just be in there. So I'm pretty excited that it got into it. High seed. No, it's a fantastic bottle. It's just so complex and well put together for 18 years of age. It's not overly oaked, and it's fantastic. Next, so seed number 9 comes in as a bit of a oddball. Buckner's 17. So that was just a real oak bomb. You can really taste the age on that guy. Possibly a Barton, 17-year-old Barton or 17-year-old Heaven Hill product. It's undisclosed, but it's delicious. It's dark, and it's all the dark fruits. And then the last guy, seed number 10, Booker's The Reserve. This is fantastic. This is all I got left of this bottle. I think this could be a bit of a classic in the Booker's range. Like I say, I'm not a big Booker's guy, but the mouthfeel in that is so oily. If you don't like nuts in the Booker's profile, you might not like it, but if you do it in any way, you really like it. And even if you don't like it, you might like this one. So that's top 10. So we will get them all in a blind, hopefully next week, hopefully before the end of the year, and do a top 10 blind and see which comes out in what order, what comes number 1. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and all the rest of that stuff, and we'll see you in a little bit for the top 10.